Ariana Grande and her mother, Joan Grande, have a bone to pick with P&O fairies. In a lengthy post on her Twitter page, Joan writes how her daughter's dogs were almost murdered while entering the UK via ferry. I was very happy to declare to lose and serious and proudly presented the documentation to prove that their vaccinations were all in order, Joan writes, noting that Ariana was not with her because her bus had already been cleared to enter the ferry line. We were, however, immediately stopped by the boothman telling me that dogs are not allowed to transfer onto the ferry in a bus. In shock, I explained that I am sure that is the policy, but the policy could not be referring to a private bus that I have been living on and driving in for 3 weeks, but meant a public transport bus. He responded in a dismissive and condescending manner. I don't care. It says bus and this is a bus. So, trying not to panic, I explained again that there is no one from the general public on the bus and it is private transportation. Joan continues, noting how she then spoke to a manager, but this man would not listen to reason, so she began asking others at the ferry stop if she could transport the dogs in their car. Finally 4 men, angels, in a blue Audi driving back to London from Amsterdam agreed. It just wasn't quite that simple. The car was full, so I asked 2 of the men if they wouldn't mind riding on the ferry in my bus, while the dogs and I took up their seats. They kindly agreed. She writes. So, as we approached to get our number for the ferry line, the French border people said the dogs are not allowed to transfer in a car if not contained in a travel crate. She continues. Wow, they never mentioned that before. So, still trying to earn the clearance to travel, I quickly went to the bus, pulled the travel crates I have for them, put the dogs in them, and ran back to the car. We got back in the car. All was great. Until a different boothman said I now have to pay to get the dogs to pass.